Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on a beautiful Friday morning, August 27th. All right, I'll let the cat out of the bag.
We're too far out to even try to pretend this way.
You're watching this on television today on Friday, but that would be after I've already done 3 games. Right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and then a football game tonight, which we will get to. It's our weekly Take the Points edition. Right there is Brian Turner. We are recording this early on Monday because we both want to get ready for this weekend.
And we both got a week of games coming up.
We've got a week of games coming up, and there are. But the main point of today's show, and I hope you're going to enjoy this, was the show you and I look for. At least I do. Look forward to every year. It's our preseason football preview show, fall sports preview.
We've done this going back to the radio days.
We have done this, I bet you, 3 or 4 times on the radio, and then this is like 5 or 6 or 7 years. We're usually pretty close on predictions.
I've usually done a lot more work before this year.
Well, I'm pushing you a little bit this year, aren't I? Yeah, I'm pushing you.
Well, job change. I don't put nearly the hours.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But anyway, sit back and enjoy. We're gonna tell you how much you're gonna enjoy your high school football this year in all 3: Salem, Flora, and Fairfield. It's going to be a wonderful year, and we'll tell you all about what to expect. Plus, it's also week 0 of college football, so we'll get to that here in a little bit too. What is going on in and around your area today? Well, here in Flora, and actually I think this goes on all weekend long, and this probably isn't for a very, very, very large crowd, but the class of 1956 is holding reunions all weekend long. The Flora High School class of 1956 hosting a 65th reunion from August 27th through the 29th. And they're inviting all the classes from the 1950s to join them. So if you were in high school back in those days in Flora, by all means, join them and enjoy the fun times with these folks. On a Friday night, tonight, there's going to be a big old pizza party. On Saturday afternoon, they're going to have a sack lunch out at Charlie Brown Park, and then on a pool party on Saturday night, and then Sunday we'll have donuts and coffee at the park. So they're basically the class of 1956 taking over the Charlie Brown Park. For more information, you can give a call to Barb at 662-4337. I was reminded today, Brian, I was talking about class reunions to a gentleman, and he said, man, I've got my 45th class reunion this year. And that reminded me, I am 3 away from my 40th. That's really, really old.
I do like to remind you every now and again that you were in high school at the same time as my parents.
I was in high school, but
Not
you were
the same class, but
pretty close.
Thing, I also was there.
Yeah, no kidding. You were in high school too, just in a little different format. But yeah, that's going on this weekend. Hopefully, you folks all have a good time. Also, this weekend on Friday night, the Sims SOS community group hosting a fish fry. It's Save Our Sims.
I have no idea.
I believe that's what the SOS...
That would fit.
Yeah, the SOS committee is the Save Our Sims committee, the community group. They're hosting a fish fry tonight. Drive-through service from 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. at the Sims Community Center. Cost of the meal is $10, and the menu includes fish along with fries, hush puppies, baked beans, slaw, and dessert. I don't know what kind of fish they're going to have. Probably cat, but you never know. All proceeds do go toward purchasing a furnace for the community center gymnasium. So that's an outstanding idea. Also, Friday night tonight at the Larson's Landing, Bill Poss Music Works putting on their summer series event. It'll be Matt Poss Band along with Danny Flowers, part of the Poss Music Works Summer Series. Tickets available at the gate. And now, no physical tickets are being sold in advance. So if you want to go, you need to either show up with money at the gate, or if you do want to buy them in advance, go online. I believe it's PossMusicWorks.com, and they will sell you tickets, but they're going to keep a list so that you don't have to pass tickets to folks and that kind of thing. So safety first is what the thought is. They do want you to bring your ID. Like I said, 6:30 is when the doors open. 7 o'clock is when Danny Flower is going to play, and then Matt Poss plays at 8 o'clock. The Matt Poss Band. Food provided by the Effing Brew. How about that? Bar service by Poss Music Works. Plus, bring your own lawn chair. You want to bring your own lawn chair. Also, on Saturday, what's going on Saturday? The Bluford Ruritan Club's hosting their breakfast, monthly breakfast, August 28th. Sausage, pancakes, scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, grits. You don't see grits every day. Take advantage. Coffee, orange juice, and milk. Cost is by donation. Wayne City High School going to hold a big their annual 5K run walk on Saturday in conjunction with the annual Bean Days. Bean Days is this weekend? No, the run walk is this weekend. Well, why would they have?
5K was always during the Bean Days. I haven't covered it for a couple of years though.
Well, maybe I'm confused, and they're just trying to tell people to register.
You got the info.
Yeah, I know, and but I took it from.
It seems off.
I took it from a source that I may not be able to trust. I think you probably know which one.
Do I work for him?
Yeah, I did. You may be running this week. It's the fun run there where they throw color at you and that kind of thing. That's always a good time for folks. So I'll look at a beat. Bean Days is next month. Yeah, I'm confused. Oh well. What else going on? Now this is fun. This is over in Salem. This is going to be at the Idlewood Entertainment, Salem, from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock Saturday night. This is fun. Vaccinated and skate event. Get vaccinated and then just skate for free plus a free drink. And for that matter, they're going to give you beer or wine if you get vaccinated and you're over 21. If you're already vaccinated, just show your card for free admission. There you go. Vaccination is free, and if you're insured, they do need additional insurance information. COVID-19 has caused very serious illness and death for lots of folks, and if you get a COVID-19, you also risk giving it to loved ones who may get very sick. So they suggest getting COVID-19 vaccine is a safer choice. Now you got to go skating on tomorrow night, or you already vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated too, so maybe.
There was a time where I did roller skate fairly well. I don't know if that time still exists.
Well, you know, your center of gravity may have changed.
It's probably lowered though, which would make me, I think, better at skating.
Yeah, that'd make you faster, but I don't know if it'd give you more control.
Hey, bowling balls don't fall; they just roll.
Bowling balls.
The Wayne City 5K, September 24th.
Well, what in the world was it doing in the?
I think we discussed what happened.
I think we have made a conclusion. I believe we have. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? The Legacy Harley-Davidson ride for Wishes today is on Saturday. Pardon me. They're hosting a ride up at the Legacy Harley-Davidson in Effingham. This event the registration from 10:30 to 11:45. All proceeds from the ride go to Make-A-Wish Foundation. So that's a nice deal. For more information, contact Pam Sowers, and Legacy will also host Belle V Coffee Truck for riders and for customers. So enjoy that this weekend. This is Friday, August 27th. This is National Pots de Creme Day. I certainly am saying that wrong, right? How do they say that in French?
That's how we say it. Pots de creme.
Pots de creme. Pots de creme. I don't know. Creme? I don't know. This sets the table with delicious custard desserts. Collect your ramekins because this day gives you another excuse to use them. Those are ramekins there, aren't they?
Little ceramic bowls that are oven safe.
Yeah, oven safe. They're made by... Basically, what they're doing here is they're making custard, and but not firing the top of it like you would a creme brulee, right?
Yeah, I believe it's just baked.
It's just baked.
Yeah,
well, not even, from what I understand, it's not even really baked. Baked in a porcelain cup at low temperature.
Yeah.
A water bath helps the custard bake evenly. So, how about that? There's another pronunciation. Well, that's not pronouncing it either, but I've never heard of this, by the way. How have I never heard of pots?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever had it. It's basically chocolate or vanilla custard.
I've never eaten chocolate custard. Well, I've had mousse. Isn't that basically chocolate
Mousse
custard?
is creamier, I believe, and a lot fluff. Like this isn't really fluffed up. It's egg yolk and who knows what else. I've never actually fixed it.
August 27th is really kind of a crummy day when it comes to National Day stuff. I apologize to you for that, and to you folks too, because this is the only other one I could find is National Just Because Day. This offers up folks an opportunity to do stuff just because. Feel free to celebrate this day in any way you choose, just because.
There's a very good reason for this day existing, though.
What's that?
Just because.
You're funny.
I like to think so. It's rarely true, but I like to think so.
It could be that there's an outfit at the mall that you're admiring. Buy it just because. Maybe want to use a vacation day just to go fishing. Do it.
Treat yourself day.
This is basically treat yourself. I loved treat yourself day. Yeah, treat yourself day from Parks and Recreation was one of the best inventions of all time. Give that again. I didn't have the camera on you.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Don and Tom.
Yeah, that was the way to go. This actually is about a 70-year-old holiday. In the late 1950s, 60-year-old Joseph J. Goodwin of Los Gatos, California, created Just Because Day. It began as a family holiday and grew into an annual celebration across the United States. How about
assuming it was going to be some retailer?
No, there's some dude, just some guy, just because. So yeah. Who knows? Who knew?
Somebody with expendable income.
Somebody with too much money. What do you want to do on? What do you want to see on television tonight, folks? Wabash Catch TV presents high school football tonight on Channel 98. It'll be Centralia Orphans at the Salem Wildcats. Now, this is their big shrine game, so it starts about a half an hour later. So if you're looking forward to 7 o'clock, just hold on a second. We'll be on at 7:15, 7:20, something like that, getting ready for the game. And that's again on Channel 99. Did I say 98? How about 99? One of those two. And also Channel 3 over in Salem. Major League Baseball tonight. The Cubs are at the White Sox. That's on both Marquee, Channel 597, and NBC Sports Chicago, Channel 643 at 7.
Starting their AA lineup or their AAA lineup that night?
They are. I was looking for pitching matchups. This was the only one that was to be determined.
I was listening to radio today, and they were talking about Rockies are underdogs to the Cubs minor league team.
That doesn't make sense. That's too bad. Rockies beat them yesterday, didn't they? I don't know. It was sometime last week. St. Louis Cardinals at the Pittsburgh Pirates. J.A. Happ versus Stephen Brault, and that's on Bally Sports Midwest, Channel 630. Wainwright just beat Brault on Sunday. That's a 6:05 on tonight, Friday night, and NFL preseason tonight. The last games of the preseason starting this weekend, Minnesota at Kansas City. That's at 7 o'clock on the NFL Network. Right there is Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to come back. We're going to talk high school sports. Back in a second.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My good friend Brian Turner is here.
I got promoted to good friend?
You're the only one here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You can find him online at iamweez.com.
Just got demoted again.
You can find him online at iamweez.com. He's always puts interesting stuff. Have you kind of been slacking off lately? Or you still putting in your weekly songs? On
the songs I have been, just because Fridays have been busy.
Yeah.
I've got my college football power ratings up last week. Now that we're getting into sports, my pictures will start going up there. I lost most of my spring ones with the laptop thing, but now that fall's rolling back around, those pictures will...
You don't, use a stick and save pictures anywhere, or...?
Yeah, I saved them on my laptop. Which I can still get to, it's just the screen doesn't work. I have to hook up an external display and all that, and it's more steps than I'm willing to put in at this point.
Well, why don't you, remove it from your laptop with a stick or something and then put it into your other laptop so you can see it easier?
I have, and it's on a hard drive, which is stored in the box, but I just never put those on this laptop.
Okay. Oh, hey, man. Whatever.
I still have access to them, but...
You be you. I'm not...
I've actually kept every picture I've taken since 2005.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, they're on... Some of them are on CD-ROM still, because that was a thing when I started.
Yeah.
But not every picture I have snapped, but every one that I have kept for the paper... Which wow. I'd always run 2 or 3, and I'd keep probably 30 or 40 from a game. But
folks might be wondering, how much work are you doing for the paper these days?
Covering all of Fairfield High School sports.
I knew you had reduced. You used to cover the other county schools too.
I used to cover 3 high schools. Was it 6 junior highs and a JUCO?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much just covering Fairfield only, which was the one that has the most sports.
Right.
So I cover the busiest one. And then everyone else kind of splits up the rest.
This is one of the interesting things about the Black Diamond Conference. And we're going to start with football. We'll get to basketball, to volleyball here in a little bit.
If we're getting to basketball, I got to change notes.
We'll get to volleyball here in a little bit as fall sports. Also, and I apologize for some of the folks who are looking for the baseball breakdown. I can talk about that, but you don't watch fall baseball.
Yeah,
we've got we'll have by the way. We'll have sports all week long this week. And actually, if you're watching this Friday morning, we've already had them on each night except for Monday this week. Next week, 4 nights. Week after, I think just every week in September, we've got 4 nights before it dials back a little bit in October. So do keep an eye on your guide so for when sports are on your area. All right. The Black Diamond Conference. Let's start with the Black Diamond because we got 2 teams there. We've got Flora and Fairfield. And
my alma mater and the one I've covered the last 15 years.
That's exactly right. You know a little bit about both these schools.
Yeah, I know more about the coaches than the players at Flora right now, but
Well, yeah, you do. Well, see, now, Brian Tackett, did you go to school with him?
Graduated with him. One of my best friends growing up.
He was your age?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, Brian Tackett, the head coach.
Scott was just a couple years ahead of us. Luke Carmody's one of the young kids, but I actually know him through my wife because he's from Olney.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Know the coaches.
Well, you know,
and I know a few of the players because, I hate to say this, I went to school with their dads. I've reached that point in my career.
Oh, you know, you're only a few years away from going to school with their grandparents.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I see Helm, Young. I'm like, oh, crap.
The Flora Wolves joining the Black Diamond Conference this year. What's the thought process among the press corps? What's the thought process among the teams with the Wolves leaving Little Illini? The last time Little Illini had a full season, the Wolves went 6-3. And they made the playoffs and they played well.
The Black Writers Sports Writers Association got together this weekend.
The Black Diamond.
Black Diamond. What'd I say?
Black Writers.
Black Diamond Sports Writers Association.
Okay.
And we have been pushing for this for 10 years. We being, I'm about the only one left in the conference.
I was going to say, maybe you and Toby.
Toby doesn't do it anymore.
Toby doesn't do it anymore? Well, I guess it is you. Yeah, so the Black Diamond Sports Writers Association has been, you finally got it done.
Yeah, I've been pushing for this before. The year we added Chester,
yeah.
I was trying to talk him into doing Flora instead.
Well, congratulations on finally reaching.
I don't know if I get any credit or not, but I'm going to take it anyway. It doesn't have to be true for me to take credit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What kind of changes does this present for Flora for Flora mainly, but for the rest of the schools in the Black Diamond?
When Flora left the NEC, they were going to the LIC because they were going to fit that conference enrollment wise. In fact, they were one of the larger ones when they joined. Yeah. That conference shifted so much they were now one of the smaller ones. So now they come into the BDC where they're a better enrollment fit and should be a little more competitive.
Right now in the Black Diamond Conference, they are probably second or third or fourth, I would think. For
football, a little lower because you have co-ops, but Cesar Valera is actually the first one.
Flora's got 345 in their classification enrollment, whereas Fairfield's 423. They were the biggest, right?
No.
Cesar's now bigger.
Cesar's always been bigger because of the co-op, and actually CZR is up there, and Vienna Goreville is up there.
CZR's up there?
Yeah, because it's two high schools that are both a couple hundred each. And
okay, well, good.
Yeah, so the football enrollments are a little different than the rest of the sports enrollments.
Yeah, that's that. Well, you have more teams co-oping, I guess. Style of play.
That's where they're going to kind of stand out a little bit because they throw the ball a little bit. And they run a true spread, at least have. I haven't talked to Tackett. You have, but
yeah.
They have thrown the ball more than what most other BDCs have done.
You look at the Flora Wolves lineup; they have returning skill players throughout.
I think they got one returning all-conference lineman,
and
then all their other top kids that are back are skill guys.
But you mentioned Jace Helm. You mentioned the Helm.
He's the quarterback.
He's the quarterback. He's a 3-year starter, and ladies and gentlemen, he can throw. He has thrown well in a tough conference. You haven't seen much of the LIC. I've seen some of the LIC.
I think the last time I saw them was with you when they played Newton. That's been 3 or 4 years ago.
LIC, I think, would have a reputation as being a better conference probably than maybe the Black Diamond. What would you think?
I'm trying to think of someone who would argue that doesn't currently coach in the BDC.
Yeah,
because it's pretty obviously the better conference. But.
Yeah. So the Flora Wolves taking a step down in conference, maybe, and they've made the playoffs recently. Will they challenge for a conference championship possibly?
Without having seen them, I think they can come in and be a playoff caliber team, and maybe even upper third. Challenging those top couple of teams in the conference may be a little difficult. I'd say that's sight unseen.
Yeah, and that's the thing when we talk about the Black Diamond Conference. You got a team in Fairfield. I don't know the name. Pick your term. Behemoth, juggernaut.
At least in conference. I mean, and they've won a couple of playoff games the last two playoff runs too.
Fairfield loses their quarterback. What else is what else?
They lost all their skill guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, their top 4 or 5 rushers are gone. Their top receiver is back, but he's now a running back. Where they are strong, which I don't know if you want to get into Fairfield yet. They
I
all
got
their
nothing
linemen
but time.
back. Yeah, their linemen are back. 4 of their 5 starting linemen.
So with the linemen back like that, and we had when we had Coach Townsend on the show here, he brought Logan Kreider.
Oh, did he bring Logan?
Yeah.
Did you have to back the cameras up a little bit?
Logan, when Logan stood up, he was over the top of the camera. It was
6'7", 350.
He might be closer to 6'8".
Yeah, he's listed, I think, as 6'7", but
he's a big kid.
And he was the baby of the 2 last year.
Of he and AJ Gonzalez, yeah. Can he play? I haven't seen Fairfield play in a couple of years. We were supposed to see. We had a game scheduled for last year and it got rained out.
I do remember that.
How good is the line coming back? Is it going to matter all that much plugging new people into the backfield?
Well, considering the new people in the backfield aren't exactly inexperienced, they just didn't play in the backfield last year, I think they're going to be fine. Camden Robbins is getting college offers.
Yeah.
He's going to be
we had Camden on the show.
He's going to be one of the wing backs, and he's going to play that. We call it the 3 or the left wing back because that's where we usually put our better running back. Because most teams are right-handed, and they're going to run right.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the Mules, they run the double wing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So that's mostly right-handed, especially with you put usually your best run blocking tackle is your right tackle. Your next best is your right guard, and everything is kind of you put your mobile guys left, and you kind of run right-handed.
And it's kind of interesting. Coach Townsend has been there. This is 21st year in Fairfield as coach, and you could get film from 2010 and scout this team, probably. Scout.
Yeah, right around then. 2013 is when they won the conference, and they'd switched to it a year or 2 before that.
Yeah, at least for scheme anyway.
Yeah.
2009.
I will say the last 2 or 3 years they've implemented more spread sets. They threw it 103 times.
They threw it 10 times a game.
Yeah, and that was more than that, almost 20.
In 19. In 19 or
no,
in
last
20?
year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, now they've lost Landon Zerlini.
Zerlini was a quarterback the last 2 years.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk a little bit more about the BDC, and then we're going to get into the Cahokia, talk a little bit about Salem, and then tell you about volleyball. And we got to get to the week 1 of college, and we're going to do that right after these words. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Brian Turner's here. We're talking about football. We've been talking, and by the way, we were amiss in the first segment, talking about the size of the Black Diamond Sports Writers Association.
Forgot that we doubled our membership this year.
Has doubled its membership.
Welcome to the conference, Smitty.
Attaboy, Lyndall Smith. There we go.
The legend.
The legend, joining the, we see now we can't really call it the media mafia, the Black Diamond Mafia, maybe.
Yeah, the Wayne County Mafia was already been trademarked.
Already been trademarked and already been exploded. Okay, Flora coming in. We talked about Fairfield. They've won 30 in a row, 35 in a row, something like that.
In the 30s, yeah.
Is there's a team in there that can beat them in there?
I think Johnson City's a legitimate challenge. Cesar's, and even El Dorado, that was a 17-0 game last year, and they got a lot of kids back too. That's week one.
There's the Fairfield schedule.
It's front-loaded.
It is front-loaded. We will have on television, by the way, the Cesar game, the Flora game, the Christopher game, and the Edwards County game.
I will say, if the Mules start 3-0, they are going undefeated.
Yeah, you figure he'd be on a nice enough juggernaut that road game in Flora. You never know Flora.
I'm not saying they can't slip up, but if they're good enough to win all three of those, they're going to be good enough to win any of the others.
Well, here's what Flora comes in. Flora, the game when week
CCR
4
used to be kind of the doormat of the league. They've gotten better under Anthony Hargrove there.
Yeah. Well,
they've improved quite a bit. They're probably the most improved team over the last 3 years.
We will have Flora home games, I believe, against, I'm pretty sure against Fairfield and Johnston City, and I want to say Vienna and Carmi. So I think we have them 4 times as well. So if you're making your plans, and Fairfield is beatable. This is probably certainly more beatable than say 2 years ago when they went 9-0, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not going to ask you to. I'm not going to ask you to make
in the room of with everything kind of breaking out again. Kids missing games this year. That's still a possibility.
Yeah.
I know there are some schools that are in the conference that are already looking at missing kids first week or two.
Well, and that last March and April became such a wild west whenever folks were scheduling, because you'd lose a game, you were able to pick somebody else up if you could.
And the early returns on this season makes me think it's going to be worse than it was in the spring.
Oh, well, you have a little bit better knowledge of that than most. Let's
without divulging why I know.
You do. Let's talk a little bit about the Cahokia Conference. This is the Cahokia. This is from this is the standings from last year or year before last. But they have added in Roxana, and they have added in Wood River East Alton Wood River, and the Salem Wildcats a couple of years ago went 7-2 in 2019, made the playoffs. Last year they just went 3-3, or last spring they just went 3-3, and the Wildcats come in, Brian, having to change some places, some people, and some spots that they're replacing some skill positions. They got a good line. They're kind of similar to Fairfield's story, and as a matter of fact, they're changing a lot of skill position, but they have 1 or 2 good skill guys coming back.
That's Salem. I'm kind of out on. I haven't seen them in 2 decades, probably.
That's the thing. You might see them. They're probably, their number of students, they might be down into 600 kids.
I think the last time I seen Salem play football was 2000. That was the year Florida beat them like 17-15 they ended like the 30-year streak.
Is
I was
that
working TV for that game.
now? That would have been. Florida still played in the conference for another 3 years after that. Before the conference.
I don't know that I
broke
wound
up.
up covering any of those though,
Oh, okay.
because
you were kind of busy.
2001, I think I left the TV station and was doing radio up north.
Caden B returns for the Salem Wildcats, and he is a senior, and he's getting some looks from college programs.
To him, I know from basketball.
Yeah, he's getting looks, and he's going to be pretty tough. They've got to replace quarterback, and there is some level of question at quarterback. Jacob Kenke would typically be playing quarterback, and he may end up playing quarterback, but he's also a little bit fragile. He's not a big kid. And so you never know who it might. They might have to end up going to Coach Kevin Green's son. I've blanked on his first name, and I've got the roster here somewhere, but I can't find it. But he is. They might end up having to go to his son. And as a sophomore, boy, that's a hard question for a lot of fans when you see the
It's
sophomore
always tough in
coach's
the first
kid.
year, but you kind of appreciate it the next year.
Yeah, that's true. Salem coming in 3-3 this spring, 7-2 last year. In that's a really tough conference. Taking a look at this conference, or the lineup anyway. You remember Breeze Central came over and played Fairfield a few years ago. I know Breeze Modern Day did too, right?
Yeah, they beat Breeze Central.
Right.
And then lost to Modern Day.
That's right. And they've picked up Harrisburg. How would you like to pick up Harrisburg?
Oh, actually, the Harrisburg's a little down. I say that they were almost 500 last year, but so they're not the Harrisburg that you and I are used to remembering. But they're trying to rebuild there. You've got Mules played them last year, and that was kind of one of those games like we were talking about. Got added on a Wednesday and played on a Friday. Picking up a school. Yeah. So the Salem Wildcats looking to try to get back into the playoffs again in that Cahokia Conference. It's pretty tough, but the interesting thing is they've got 4 non-conference, whereas Fairfield plays no non-conference. Yeah. Flora now plays no non-conference. Black Diamond is a closed conference, 10 teams, and that makes the athletic directors love that. Makes it easier to schedule. Unless you have a Vienna that is iffy on fielding the team every year. We're going to come right back. Well, we might talk about that too. That'll be an off-air discussions. I think I know where you're going with it. We'll be right back after this. Do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. my independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, talking with Brian Turner of the prophetic, what the heck's the name of it? Profile Data Systems, what's it called? What's the name of your Paradigm? Paradox?
Every time. Paragon Micro.
Paragon Micro. That's exactly what it is.
I wish we were prophetic.
I was trying to think prophetic. I was about to say pathetic.
If we were prophetic, I'd probably be better at sports gambling.
I was going to mention a couple of other P words I really didn't want to, but he's here. We're talking high school. His side thing is the high school football, volleyball, and high school sports. Volleyball, Fairfield went to Super Sectional a couple of years ago. Is Chad Snyder going to have the squad to do that again?
It's going to be less likely. It's still possible.
And they're young, aren't they? They've
only got one really returning starter, 1.5. That one is one of the best players in Southern Illinois, Emerson Robbins, who's just a sophomore.
And
they were 21-3 last year.
Maybe one of the best players I've ever seen.
She can jump, she can hit, she can pass. I mean,
she's the hits are violent.
There was someone who had never really watched volleyball at a match last year and goes, "They got a freshman starting," because they knew that Fairfield was pretty good and was surprised to see a freshman playing, not know anything about volleyball really. After the first set, he comes up to me and goes, "She's different."
yeah, she is a little different, and so they have the Flora Wolf Gals, coming into the conference, and they went about 500 in the Little Illini Conference. Really, though, whereas in football you can have a stylistic change coming in, maybe throw a team. That's a little bit different in volleyball, isn't it?
Volleyball tends to be volleyball. You can be a middle dominant team, or you can be a team that runs a few more slides and can throw some teams off. But by and large, volleyball is volleyball.
It's kind of more of an execution sport, where
it's execution and skill with a little bit of coaching, whereas football's got a lot more schematic.
Scheme. So Flora coming in, they are going to present that's interesting to me, because everybody has seen everybody else, and actually in volleyball, most of these teams have seen Flora anyway.
Yeah, Fairfield plays Flora every year.
They go into tournaments and play all these teams. So it should be a lot of fun, and we'll have.
Speaking of, Fairfield got in that Crossroad Classics up in Effingham this year.
That's what Chet was saying. Coach
That's a big gift for them. In fact, it was one of those where they've played in Benton for years. They felt guilty for leaving the year, without notice, really. But it's one of those opportunities that you couldn't really pass up.
I wonder if when Benton hears where they're going instead of...
You would hope. And
it's Coach Weinmiller.
Benton's coach is the sister to a Fairfield assistant, so that, it's...
You just never know. And Salem, they're working their way back. Salem has they've had some tough times in volleyball, but coming back. That's for sure. That for that matter, I didn't even mention the T-Town volleyball. We're not, like I said, we weren't talking about baseball, but T-Town's got a good volleyball team too.
I haven't seen them since a couple years ago, and they played Sisney.
T-Town's pretty tough. They play Salem this week. Actually play Thursday night, so
I knew they were on the upswing then, because it used to be T-Town volleyball was not good at all, and that's me putting it nicely. But they've improved here the last few years.
We'll be right back. We're going to talk college football right after this. Do stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Oh, Weez, can you feel it?
It's in the air.
It's in the air. It's coming on so soon.
Talking about yesterday's chili, right?
Huh?
Talking about yesterday's chili?
No.
Oh.
No. College football starts this weekend. Oh, my heavens. I've been waiting for I didn't watch much of the playoffs last year because, I watched. Of course I did. Who's kidding me? But didn't have the Illini in there. Maybe that's why I didn't watch. You think?
Yeah, that wasn't ever going to be a thing.
Well, maybe
it's not like they were this close.
By the time they were this close. College football, week 0. And if you don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, what week 0 is.
There's a good reason for that.
It's basically, I don't understand. I guess it's a money grab, right?
Yeah, basically, yes.
So there are four or five games in Major Division I college football playing this weekend. It just so happens the very first game,
the main event.
The main event. This was scheduled to take place over in Ireland, and things happened where you can't go to Ireland right now. Good luck getting 300 people over to Ireland and back, and
which is what it takes to run a college game.
Well, I wasn't even talking about the Marching Illini were going to go. So you're talking about another 300, 600, 800, 1,000 people going to Ireland to play football. Well, that's not happening. That's all going to be in Champaign. As a noon start, the University of Illinois plays the
noon local or
noon local.
Okay,
it's an odd start. It's Fox Big Noon in there.
Had tickets to it, but then remember we got a volleyball tournament.
Is that how you decided not to go to that game?
Yeah, we have home volleyball tournament. Mules host 2 volleyball tournaments this year, first weekend and last weekend of the season.
Oh, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard. There's the lineup, and we're going to talk about some of those games here right now. The Nebraska at Illinois at noon. Yukon takes on Fresno State. By the way, CBS Sports Network, that is channel 628 in high definition. ESPN channel 601 at 2:30 is Hawaii versus UCLA. And then UTEP, New Mexico, you probably have to look at that one on the computer. But San Jose State, after an outstanding season, the San Jose State Spartans, is that one getting a line? Southern Utah is not a Division I.
There is a line. I don't have a power rating on Southern Utah, but the line I think was 27-ish.
So I didn't bring that. I didn't plan on betting on that one or talking. We are going to
22.
We are going to make wagers tonight on these games. Well, these are the.
If you put that graphic back up, you will see that there are several of the worst programs in football playing on this weekend.
It is really
Illinois is in the upper third, probably.
I would say they are maybe we'll find out if they are the second best program playing there or the third best.
UCLA's pretty good.
I was going to say UCLA is probably better than Illinois at this time. But Illinois-Nebraska is probably the battle for second place, don't you think?
That's probably true, actually. Yeah, looking at that.
And looking at who's playing this weekend.
Let's see, I have UTEP.
Fresno State is a little down, but
there's 130 college programs. UTEP is 124th.
Okay.
And they are favored by a touchdown. At least a touchdown.
In Connecticut? How did Connecticut not get on that list? Are they not on TV this weekend? Must not be.
Yukon's at 127.
Yeah. New Mexico State's below that.
They're 130. Bingo.
So you got 124 playing 130 in one of the games. You've got UCLA. Where are they?
They're mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
These are my power ratings.
Hawaii's probably 70. Hawaii's up that high?
No, UCLA was 29.
Oh, okay, 29.
Hawaii 98.
Okay, so we can understand the 17-point spread differential. I'm guessing you have in your power ratings Nebraska at like 55 and Illinois maybe at 65 or something like that.
Illinois is at 80 and Nebraska's at 72.
Okay, well, all right. So I'm not going to argue those.
And my power ratings actually you can do. There's spread correlated. My spread was 7.1. The spread is currently 7. So
now, okay, but so this does not take into home field.
That's 7.1 with home field built in.
Oh, with home field built in. Wow, this must be.
I just manually did the math.
This must be a very difficult pick for you.
Actually, yeah, because I don't know.
The over-under there is 55. Money line on Nebraska is minus 260, meaning...
It's opened at 8 and 8.5 in some spots, so the money has come in on Illinois.
And Illinois is, you got to bet $100 to win $220. Nebraska, you bet $100 and you win $360 back, right? Yeah.
You said it backwards, but Nebraska, you bet $260 to win $100.
Well, I said it, yeah, but that is how it goes, right? So you've got that. This is at noon. Illinois has its quarterback, new head coach, Brett Bielema. What do you think about Brett Bielema?
New coordinators on both sides, too. He's going to have to recruit for his system.
22 super seniors coming back, which makes you think one of two things. Oh, boy, they've got a lot of super seniors coming back, or... Oh, boy, they really stunk.
And then their best lineman is playing for the Steelers now from last year.
Yeah.
All the receivers are gone. Their top 2 receivers this year are probably transfers in.
However.
One from Miami, one from Notre Dame.
That's true, the wide receivers. However, Bielema is a tight ends guy.
And they've got...
And Illinois has never been a good tight end. Well, have never gone... The recent coaches have never thrown at their tight ends much. But Illinois' got good tight ends.
Well, their second leading receiver last year was a tight end.
Yeah.
The Barker kid.
The Barker kid, and they got Luke Ford also.
Who Southern Illinois people know.
The Carterville kid played at Georgia and has now moved up to Illinois. And he'll be playing. So, it's to me... And I think Illinois' got one of the best special teams in the conference with the kicker and the punter, the Blake, McCourt and Hayes.
The unfortunate part there is they also had one of the worst defenses in the nation last year.
Yes,
and I think most of those guys are back.
Which makes you wonder about that 55 points.
Yeah,
makes you wonder why it's.
Well, actually, I kind of like the under in that one.
Do you really?
Well, you've got new coordinators. You got new receivers for Illinois. You've got Nebraska with who knows what's going on with everything off the field. So this could be a game that doesn't have the crispest execution in it. And you got to hope for, if you're going to take it under there, you hope there's not points off of turnovers.
All right, let's go ahead and make picks then. You know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing, and I'm going to go opposite.
You're going to go. You're taking Illinois.
I'm taking taking Nebraska to cover. Like I said, this line is right at where I power rated it. With Illinois getting money, I would wait and see if you can get 6.5. Then definitely take Nebraska. If it goes the other way, then you might think about flipping back and taking Illinois. If you can get, but 7's a key number in football.
Okay,
so I would wait for that number to move off of 7 and then go opposite.
And I'm taking Illinois +7. You're taking Nebraska minus 7.
I do like the under 55 better.
Oh, by the way, here's the where is it? There it is. The recent meetings of Illinois. This is what I don't understand. Illinois beats them last November, 18 by 18 points at Nebraska.
You saw the Scott Frost debacle.
I've seen
last year.
Scott Frost meltdown. It's been great to watch.
And
the Scott
honestly,
Frost meltdown.
the game 2 years ago we were
there.
Illinois had like 200 more yards than them, but turnovers killed them.
Really should have won
Which
that
was
game.
what killed Nebraska last year. Nebraska actually yards per play was significantly better than Illinois last year on offense. Like a lot of pro gamblers will look at yards per play differential because it's more predictive than previous scores, but Nebraska had all kinds of turnover issues last year. Huge difference there. That tends to regress.
Yeah.
And they also were one of the leading penalized teams in the nation last year. You would hope that would regress to the mean as well.
Let's take a look at what else I've got. Hawaii, UCLA. Hawaii is +17. They've got a new coaching system last year. Todd Graham, right? Coaching out there at Hawaii now, and Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is at UCLA, and I got to tell you, Chip Kelly is. I really think Chip Kelly is made to be a college coach, and he's going to have UCLA rolling.
I've got this power rated 19.6, so I'm taking UCLA to cover.
Right, we're both taking
17.
We're both taking UCLA minus 17.
Yeah.
All right, B and W both. Okay, UTEP. At New Mexico State. Well, I don't have that picture. All right, UTEP versus New Mexico State. We just talked about this. UTEP is the 124th ranked team. New Mexico State at 130. UTEP is a 9-point favorite. Only 54 points over under for that game. You got to go. Oh, that's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. I'm still taking New Mexico State to cover. I make it about a touchdown game.
All right, I'm taking.
New Mexico State is awful, but UTEP probably still isn't good enough to cover. UTEP should never be more than a touchdown favorite against anyone.
I'm taking UTEP -9. Go Miners.
New Mexico State.
You're taking
plus.
Weez. Weez is in MSU, and that's +9. All right. Fresno State versus Yukon.
That's another one. Yukon's one of the worst.
How does this one not on television?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yukon's awful. Fresno State probably still not good enough to cover 26.
Fresno State's almost a 4-touchdown favorite at 27.
I've got it 26.5. What do you have?
I've got 27.5.
Then I'm definitely taking Yukon at 27.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yukon didn't play last year.
I know. And they're not good at football. 27.5 is not. I mean, that's not enough because Fresno is a mediocre team.
You've talked me into it. All right, I'm gonna take Yukon too, even though they lost their quarterback. Quarterbacks played at Illinois, for crying out loud. We're both going to take Yukon. That's just too many points. Weez, thank you so much for
always a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to you. Hope you enjoy the college football season, enjoy the high school football season, and we will see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.